Hello dear students, today I'll be explaining you addition and subtraction of fractions. Students, exercise 7.5 and 7.6 is based on addition and subtraction of fractions. So I'll be explaining you addition and subtraction of fractions, and I'll be also discussing some of the questions based on addition of fractions. So first of all, let us start with addition of fractions. Now, things to know. Simplifying like and unlike fractions. Like fractions are compulsory to add. If there are unlike fractions, then convert them to like fractions. The denominator should not be added. Always change improper fraction to a mixed fraction. Right? So now, adding fractions. Addition means combining objects in two or more sets. The objects must be of same type. That is, we combine bundles with bundles and sticks with sticks. In fractions, we can only combine pieces of same size. In other words, the denominator must be same. So now students, first of all, I'll be explaining you adding fractions with same denominators. I mean, when we have to add like fractions, what we have to do? Add the numerator and leave the denominator as it is. Right? So what we'll be doing is, as both the denominators are same, so what we'll do, we'll add the numerators, that is 1 plus 2 equals to 3, and we'll write denominator as it is, that is equals to 6. Now we'll see that both 3 and 6, they both are divisible by 3. So they are not in their simplest form. We have to simplify it. We'll be dividing both of them by 3. 3 divided by 3 is equals to 1 and 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. So what is the sum of 1 by 6 and 2 by 6 is 1 by 2. Now students, I'll be explaining you adding fractions with different denominators. So if there are different denominators in fractions, then we have to change them to like fractions. And how can we change them to like fractions? We can change them, the fractions which are unlike to like, by making their denominators same. And how can we make the denominators same? By finding out the LCM of the denominators. Once we'll get, after getting the LCM, what we have to do is we have to make both the denominators equals to the LCM. So I'll explain you this whole thing with the help of one example. You can see here that two fractions are given to us, 1 by 3 and 2 by 5. They both are unlike fractions, so we have to add them. So to add them, first of all, I have to make them like. So I'll be finding out the LCM of 3 and 5. What will be the LCM of 3 and 5? It will be 15. So now I have to make both the denominators equals to 15. And how can I make both the denominators equals to 15? By multiplying both numerator and denominator by a same number. Right? How can I make denominators 3 equals to 15? I have to multiply 3 by 5. If I'll be multiplying 3 by 5, I have to multiply 1 also by 5. So what will be the result? Will be 5 by 15. Now next fraction is 2 by 5. How can I make 5 equals to 15? By multiplying it by 3. If I'll be multiplying 5 by 3, then I have to multiply 2 also by 3. So 5 3s are 15 and 2 3s are 6. So now you will see you can see now that both the denominators are same, so we can add them. So 5 by 15 plus 6 by 15 is equals to 11 by 15 is the result. I hope this is clear to you. Now we'll be discussing adding mixed fractions. Now when we have to change the mixed fractions, when we have to add the mixed fractions, the first thing is we have to change the mixed fractions to improper fractions and then to like. If they are not like fractions, then we have to make them like. After making them like, add them, right? Add the improper like fractions and don't forget to change the result to mixed fraction again, right? Now let's discuss subtraction of fractions. Actually students, subtraction is same as addition. I mean, if the fractions are like, we can simply subtract them. There is no need to find out the LCM. And if they're unlike, then we have to make them like by finding out the LCM by making the denominators same. And the only difference is that in addition we have to add the like fraction, and in subtraction we have to just find the difference. We have to subtract them. This is the only difference, otherwise both of them they are same. So things to know is simplifying, then like and unlike fractions. Like fractions are compulsory to subtract. If there are unlike fractions, then convert them to like fractions. The denominators should not be subtracted. Then you have to leave the denominators as it is. Only numerators are to be subtracted. And always change improper fraction to mixed fraction. Right, now next I'll be explaining you subtracting fractions. You know, subtraction means what? Subtraction means taking away objects. So the objects must be of same type. That is, we can only take away apples from a group of apples. In fractions, we can only take away pieces of the same size. So in other words, the denominators must be same, right? So now next is subtracting fractions with different denominators. See, subtracting fractions with same denominators is very simple. We only have to subtract the numerators and we leave the denominators as it is. In the same way like we did in addition of fractions with different denominators, the same process is there in subtraction also. So I'll just explain you with one example which you can see here, that is 2 by 3 minus 2 by 5. Now students, both the denominators are different. In the first fraction the denominator is 3, in the second fraction the denominator is 5. So what we'll be doing is we'll be making them like, right? We'll be making them like by finding out the LCM. When we'll be finding out the LCM of 3 and 5, what will be the LCM of 3 and 5? The LCM of 3 and 5 will be 15. Now we'll be making both the denominators equals to 15. So the first fraction is 2 by 3. So how can I make 3 equals to 15? By multiplying it by 5. If I multiply 3 by 5, I have to multiply 2 also by 5. So it will be equals to 10 by 15. Second fraction is 2 by 5. How can I make 5 equals to 15? By multiplying it by 3. If I'll be multiplying denominator by 3, I have to multiply numerator also by 3. It will be 6 by 15. Now I'll subtract both of them. 10 by 15 minus 6 by 15 is equals to 4 by 15 is the result. I hope this example is clear to you. Now next I'll be explaining you subtracting mixed fractions. So when we have to subtract the mixed fractions, see, we cannot directly subtract the mixed fractions. First of all, change them to improper fractions and then to like fractions, right? After changing them to like fractions, then subtract the improper like fractions. And don't forget to change the result, the answer, to mixed fraction again. Now let's discuss some questions from exercise 7.5. The first question is 2 by 3 plus 1 by 7. Now students, you can see that in both the fractions the denominator is different. They are actually what? They are unlike fractions. So we'll make them like by finding out the LCM of both the denominators, right? So let us find out the LCM of 3 and 7. The LCM of 3 and 7 will be what? It will be 21. Now I have to make both the denominators equals to 21, right? So what I'll be doing is, how can I make 3 equals to 21? I'll be multiplying 3 by 7. If I'll be multiplying 3 by 7, I have to multiply 2 also by 7. So 2 multiplied by 7. And in the next fraction it is 1 by 7. How can I convert 7 in, how can I make 7 equals to 21? By multiplying it by 3. So I have to multiply numerator also by 3. So it will be equals to 2 7s are 14 and 1 3s are 3 upon 21. We have only add the numerators and we leave the denominator as it is. And what is the result? Result is 17 by 21. I hope this question is clear to you. And kindly try to do question number 1, all the parts yourself. I'll be just discussing one more question from one more part of question number 1, that is the F part. Not F part, that is 4 by 5 plus 2 by 3. Now what we'll be doing is, they are again unlike fractions. We'll be finding out the LCM of 5 and 3. It will be 15. Now I have to make both the fractions denominators of both the fractions equals to 15. How can I make 5 equals to 15? By multiplying it by 3. If I will be multiplying denominator by 3, I have to multiply numerator also by 3. It will be 12 by 15. In the same way, I have to make the denominator of the next fraction, the second fraction, also equals to 15. So I have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. So it is 10 by 15. So now both the denominators are 15, so I can add the numerators. It will be 12 plus 10, that is 22 by 15 is the answer. Now see students, this fraction is an improper fraction as numerator is greater than denominator, so you have to convert them into mixed fraction. Right, kindly convert it into mixed fraction. I hope this question is clear to you. Kindly try to do rest of the parts yourself. Now I'll be discussing one more question from exercise 7.5. Question number 3, that is Nana was given 1 by 2 piece of cake and Najma was given 1 by 3 piece of cake. Find the total amount of cake which was given to both of them. So to find out the total amount of cake which was given to both of them, we have to add. So piece of cake given to Nana was 1 by 2 and piece of cake given to Najma was 1 by 3. So piece of cake given to Nana and Najma both will be adding. They are mixed fractions. So what you can do is you can convert them into improper fractions and you can add them and just see whether they are like or unlike. Or you can do one more thing. I'll tell you one more way here in this question. Just add the whole part here in this. That is 1 and 1. Right, and after adding the whole part, add the fractional part. That is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So 1 plus 1 will be 2 and just add the fractional part. In both the fractions, the denominators are different, so we'll make them like by finding the LCM. So LCM will be 6 and we'll convert both the denominators equals to 6, right? So in the first fraction it was 1 by 2, so we'll be multiplying both numerator and denominator by 3. So we'll get 3 by 6, and the second fraction is 1 by 3. We'll be multiplying both numerator and denominator by 2 and we'll get 2 by 6. Now we'll be adding the fractions. It will be 2 plus 3, 5 by 6, and what is the whole part? It is 2. 2 plus 5 by 6, so what is the result is 2 wholes and 5/6, right? So hence the total amount of cake given to both of them was 2 5 by 6. I hope this question is clear. Kindly try to do rest of the questions of exercise 7.6, 7.5 which are based on addition of fractions, and also try to do the questions of exercise 7.6 which are based on subtraction of fractions. Thank you students.